Hello everyone. Today we'll be building currency converter. So the stack we'll be using for that is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's start by creating the index.html file. So I'll just create the index.html. Also, I'll just create the CSS file. I'll just name it as style.css. I'll just go to index.html. Let's create the basic HTML template. So I'll just change the title to currency converter. So this will be very simple project. Suppose if we are having the currency in USD or something like euro, we can convert it to INR, or we can convert from euros to USD. So this is the simple example that I'm giving. So we'll be doing the same thing. So let's start writing the HTML code, right? So initially I'll just take the div tag, the parent div. I'll just give the class name container. So next what I'll be doing, I'll just make use of h2 tag. I'll just give currency converter. The same thing, I'll just copy and I'll just paste it over here. So next what I'll be doing, I'll be making use of one more div tag, and inside it I'll be making use of label. I'll just give from currency. So this is one thing. I'll just give the name from. So after label, I'll just make use of select. I just don't need name. Just delete the name part and I'll give ID from currency. So inside the select, when we'll be having drop down, right? I'll take three options. Value, the first one, I'll be giving USD. Second one, euros. The third one, Indian rupees, INR. So here, I'll call the same thing, USD, euros, and INR. So after select, we'll be making use of input. I'll just give type is equal to number, as well as ID. I'll take amount. We'll also make use of placeholder. Let's give the placeholder amount, right? This is one thing. This is it. Again, what we'll do is, I just want to copy the same thing. I'll just paste the same thing, and I'll remove these two lines, sorry. From div I had to copy. So this one, instead of from currency, I'll make it to currency. This one, I'll change it to 2. Again, here also 2. Value will be same. So value will be same. Instead of the input, I'll be taking paragraph tag. So ID, I'll keep result. So this is one thing. After this, let's consider one button. I'll just give the button name convert. Also, let's consider on click event. So I'll just be giving this one the function name convert currency. So this should be convert, not covert. So this is it for the HTML. I'll just format it once, and let's link the style sheet now, and let's give the path style.css file name. And now let's start writing the CSS. So initially I want to import the Poppins font. For that, I'll just open the Chrome. I'll just search for the Poppins font. Click on this one, get font, get embed code, import. I'll just copy the same thing and I'll paste it over here. Let's consider body, and I'll just go again, just copy this one, font family, just paste it over here. There's nothing but we are making use of Poppins. The secondary font, if something goes wrong, we'll be making use of sans serif. So margin I'll be giving 0, padding 0, display flex, justify content center, align item center, height 100 view height, background color F4, right? This is one thing. Next, we'll be writing styles for converter, right? So, one second. Did I miss anything? Here. One second. What I have done is I have spelled it wrong. So I'll just give converter. Instead of container, I'll just take converter. So this is one thing. Let's copy this one. Let's just paste this one here. Sorry. Let's start writing the styles for converter. So background color, I'll give white, padding 20 pixel, border radius 5 pixel, box shadow 0, 0, 10 pixel, and I'll make use of RGB and 0.1. So this is for the converter, and we'll design for the div. For that one, I'll just take converter div. This one we are styling for. I'll just copy, paste. I'll just give margin bottom of 10 pixel. Let's design for label. Just copy this one, paste it here. Font weight, I'll be considering bold. Next, let's style for the input. This one, I'll just copy, paste. Type, I'll give number. So let's consider width of 80 pixel, padding of 5 pixel, right? This is it for the input. Next, let's style for button. So button padding, let's take 8 pixel, 16 pixel, horizontal and vertical, background color 007 BFF. So this is one thing. Color white. We don't need border, so border I'll be giving none. Border radius 5 pixel. Also cursor pointer. So this is it for the button. Let's style for button when on hover. So I'll just give the darker background color 0056 B3. So this is it for the styles. It is very basic design. Basically, I'll just format it once. What I'll do is, what I have done is, I have installed something called live server. So what it does is, whenever we make changes in the HTML, it will get directly reflected in the browser. So it will be very helpful. We don't have to reload again and again to see the changes. So you can install it as well. What I'll do is, I'll just right click on open with live server. So now we can see from here, amount, if we give here, something is wrong. We just check once. So, okay, from is there, USD, Euros and INR. Here too, the same thing, right? If you want to convert from USD to INR, then when we click convert, right, it has to say, like, it has to give the output, suppose this much rupees, right? So that one, by making use of JavaScript, we'll be doing the same thing. So let me create the index.js file. Also include the JavaScript file using script tag. Just make use of src index.js. So what I'll do is, let's start writing the JavaScript code. Initially, what we have to do, I'll just consider the function convert currency, this one. So this one we are performing when on click event we are performing, right? Suppose I'll just take convert currency. What we'll do next is, we'll get the selected currencies and amount. I'll just comment it out and write get the selected currencies and amount. So what I'll do initially, I'll just take the variable from currency and I'll make use of document dot get element by ID. So where this is coming from, I'll just go to here, this one. I'll just copy the same thing and I'll paste it over here. I'll just make use of the variable name to currency, and I'll just make use of document dot get element by ID. Where this is coming from, here, this one. Just copy this one and I'll paste here. Just take the value. I forgot to take the value here as well. Next, let's take one more variable, that is amount. I'll be making use of parse float to convert it to decimal number. So I'll just make use of document dot get element by ID of 1 second. From currency, did I miss something? No. Okay. We'll be giving ID, amount, so after this, what we'll be doing is we'll be making use of the exchange rate API, right? So what is the first step? We have to fetch exchange rates from API based on from currency. That I'll be commenting it out, and I'll just write fetch exchange rate from API based on this one from currency. I'll just copy and paste. So I'll make use of fetch. I have the API with me, so I'll just copy this one and I'll paste it. So after this, we'll be making use of we'll convert we have to convert response to JSON. For that one, what we'll be doing, I'll just make use of then, and I'll call response. So I'll just give a response.json. Next, I'll again call then. I'll make use of then data. So now what we have to do, we have to extract the exchange rate from the two currency, right? So I'll just comment it out and write extract exchange rate for this one. Just copy the same thing and I'll paste it over here. Two currency. For that one, I'll be making use of variable rate. Give data dot rate. So inside the array, we'll just make use of two currency. So next, if the rate exists, right, we have to calculate the converted amount. So I'll be making use of if condition. If rate exists, then we'll calculate the converted amount, right? For that one, I'll be making use of the variable result, and I'll be giving amount into rate. So next one, we have to display the result in the HTML. If everything goes right, we'll be displaying the result in the HTML. Or else, if the rate does not exist, we'll just be giving, we can just give invalid currency, or yeah, we can just give invalid currency itself. So I'll just comment it out and I'll just write display result in the HTML. So what I'll be doing for this, I'll be making use of document dot get element by ID result. Just make use of text content. Let's make use of the template editorials. 1 second. We'll be giving amount, right? This one. This one. I'll just be taking the amount as well as from currency equals equals, I'll just take result, or we can just consider result to fixed of 2 means 2 decimal numbers, and also we have to give 2 currency. So I'll just close. This is it. Then else, if the rate does not exist, right, then we'll make use of document dot get element by id the result, where this result is coming from, this one. So result dot text content, as I've said, we can just give invalid currency. This is one thing. Then at last, to catch the error, we can make use of catch. I'll just give error. I'll make use of console error, or you can make use of console log as well. Error, I'll be calling error here. So this is just to handle errors. So that's it for the JavaScript. I'll just format it once, just move this one here. So let's go to index.html and click on open with live server. So now let's give USD. I'll just give 100 and let's convert to INR. I'll press on convert button. So 100 USD equals, we are getting 8346 INR, right? 8,346 rupees. So this is one thing. And let me give 200. Let's just convert 200 USD equals 16,692 INR. Let's convert from euros to INR. 200 euros equals 17,864 INR. So one last time, we'll just convert INR to USD. We'll just give 10,000. One second, time is something. Yeah, 10,000 INR is nothing but 120 USD. Everything is working perfect, right? So this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.